I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley tried to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. A first carry now. This is Williams. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Williams. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. The defense here for the Rams.
I got a kick out of talking last year with Aaron Donald about how when he came out of college, many NFL teams thought he might be undersized to play defensive tackle. Instead, he's been a perennial all-pro, Pro Bowl player since day one, and offenses are still searching for ways to block him and keep him from disrupting their offense.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelce on the ground. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 14-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Yellow, Argaway.
Hey guys, I got 15. 15 is mine. I'll take it. Single.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Tyrann Mathieu's instincts as a defensive back, I believe, are second to none. And that allows him to play all over the secondary. He can line up as an outside corner, inside in the slot, and that's difficult to do because you get so much traffic in there. And then, of course, they can also move him back as a safety. Anywhere you put him, though, you know he's going to end up around the football.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Slam, slam.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and now it's 2nd down.
Woods, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you, son.
Here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Now Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check.
By 20.
Check. 53's mine. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Here we go.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Mahomes. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, Little Lady.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. There's a lot of right.
Get tired of seeing me.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And Robinson with a big catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mahomes now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here?
On the ground, this is Williams. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Robinson's got it. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Yellow. There's a Little Lady.
That's the
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Butker able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
We go tonight. White 20.
I got you. Check. 53's mine.
3rd and 2. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Tonight, 180.
Mike. Hey, watch the lane. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
On first down, it's Gurley. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
180.
53. So don't say nothing. 53's the mic.
Turbo's up.
From the 50, it's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
15 yards on the play. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Goff now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Mike, 53.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Damian Wilson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53. Mike, 53.
Now it's gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Chris Jones on the stop.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
The Rams on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Mike, 53.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
In the backfield by himself is Brown, 2nd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now it's Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. Gonna flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Zerline will tie things up at 6-6. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The previous play is under review.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check 43.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
On the counter, Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, look, 180.
Mike 54. It's a partner.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Wild Bill.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
20.
Mark 54.
That's what I do.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to air it out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here now, a look at LaShawn McCoy. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard line.
Yellow. Argolani.
54. No chance.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Williams. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
What tight end? Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive linemen, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
Yellow.
54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 plays in a row there where the defense just annihilates the running game.
Yeah, they feel pretty good about themselves right now, don't they? I can guarantee you in that huddle, man, we've got them on the run. They can't move the ball. And there's always one guy who says, hey, we might be getting set up for something. Make sure you loosen up a little bit and look for the big shot.
Yeah, you have to be ready here in pass protection on 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. Pulled in at the 24. Flexing his muscle at the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods. 68 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. Partner, less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Natson. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Out of the gun, Goff. That is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
53, Mike 53. Check, 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 check. Check.
Again, Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
for the made field goal. Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Check 53, Smart. We own it.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Matthew on the tackle. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
You got it.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this 3rd quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come on.
Now it's gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And now here comes Kansas City. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Yellow. I go on.
All right, T, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. On first down, it's Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Fight on these two.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Yellow. I'm going, 80. 54. Right, 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Yellow. Long right.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Right side.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score, Chiefs 27.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I'm going to come back to you.
Goff now looks to throw, and he's got the hook up here. It's Woods, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again is Goff. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air again. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
It's fourth down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Strong right. Four down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Like 20!
3, Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the...
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is gone. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
180.
53. I'm scared.
On first down, it's gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
120.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
From the red zone now, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Again, Goff. And that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. He has been a factor in a multitude of ways. Over 100 yards rushing. He's approaching that number in the receiving category, too.
And you know why I've always respected guys who can have these types of games? As a runner, you're going through a pile, people raking at the football all the time. your hands take a beating, okay? And to be able to still go out and catch the football in open field after going through that, that guy's dynamite.
He's been dynamite in this game so far. We'll see defensively if they have an answer because they need to come up with something.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
In your face.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8
How's
ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Out of the gun. Gone. And Woods has it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Goff throwing again. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to the workhorse today, it's Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. I guess give him credit for at least getting back to the line of scrimmage, Charles, because he could have easily lost a couple there.
He showed a lot of fight and grit on that run, and it's the type of play that coaches aren't going to wait for film session to praise. They're going to go to every position and say, that's the kind of effort we need from all of you.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key to tight end.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Go!
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Kansas City.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Line 20.
Line 5-4. I'm coming. I'm coming.
They'll play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back to throw, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And a loose football. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Out of bounds down at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
180. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Goff now looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. 2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week. Maybe because of game plan, they know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's gotten there twice in this game.
He has indeed.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example. One side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He finds Robinson, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Gain of 12. First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And again, it's Mahomes. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Eric Weddle.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Mahomes again. Robinson's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Butker on for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, if you're carrying the football, you're hoping to have a little bit more time and space than that.
Don't you get the sense he's calculating how quickly he got there? That was jet propelled, and that was a full-grown man that made the tackle as well.
Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
Mike spot 4. Hey, get in the way.
Now it's gone. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Hey, check 24.
Another carry now for Gurley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. First throw in overtime for Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Chris Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
He's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Aaron Donald with a sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.